A single troll stands between us and freedom. However, it is a troll that is particularly bulky and is wearing, I'm guessing this is Captain, is wearing anti-magic armor from head to toe while holding 2 scimitars in his hand. Scimitars, right. Scimitars, what do they look like? Blades. I think scimitars are curved blades that are broader than just regular curved blades. I believe those are scimitars. In his hand, he grins triumphantly at us. He decides to announce his presence by speaking as loudly as possible. Did you really think that you could get away that easily after all you've done? The troll says. Unfortunately for you, the existence of this passage was never a secret to us. As soon as you triggered the alarm by freeing the Minotaur from the cell, I knew at once that you would try to use this tunnel to escape. Now tell me, where is the Minotaur? He's gone, I tell him. He teleported away with our friends. I doubt you'll ever see him again. You're lying. The troll shouts furiously. You would have never went through the trouble of navigating the maze if you could have just teleported in and out of at your leisure. If friends really did teleport out of here, then they would not surely have taken you with them. If you're not going to tell me where the Minotaur is, then I'll just have to walk over your dead body and search for myself. He does not get to finish his sentence. Alayla makes a dash towards the troll, shocking him with her speed, slashing his head. I was like, she already killed him, slashing his head right off with his dagger in an instant. Instead of dropping to the ground, however, the troll's body attacks her with 2 scimitars, which Layla barely manages to avoid by making a quick jump backwards. That's not how you begin a battle, human. The troll's head says that from the ground, attacking an enemy out of the blue without giving any proper warning is a mark of cowardice. Did they not teach you proper gladiator etiquette when they brought you to the arena? This is interesting. Usually, I thought that he was like nearly headless Nick from Harry Potter and his like head was still attached and he was talking, but no, it's on the floor. How? Because I thought the whole thing was that he has hyper regeneration. Doesn't mean that his head can remain alive separate from his body. I'm guessing it can stay alive for a little while. But why is the body moving then? Maybe they're connected through magic, so his brain can still give out, instructions. Probably. His body then picks up his head from the ground, replaces black on top of its neck. Within seconds, the head attaches itself to its body, making it look as if there had never have been a wound in the first place. Hope you have convinced yourself to the futility of your action, the troll says. If you want this to end quickly, just stand there, don't move. I'll be sure to grant you a merciful death. This is, as soon as I press continue, this is not going to end well, because I do not have stats for this fight. Let's go. No, okay, we're not doing that just yet. And that will not be necessary, Velgos. We hear a voice coming from behind the troll. The man who spoke shows himself to us. We see that he is rather plump with short black hair and a goatee, wearing clothes that appear to be made entirely out of silk. The way he looks, dresses would normally make me peg him as a noble. One for the look in his eyes, which is similar to that of the Goblin General, that makes him seem more like a war veteran that has seen many battles in his lifetime than a pampered rich person who lived his life in luxury. But owner, Velgus the troll says, these are the intruders who came here to free the Minotaur. We need to eliminate them quick before they let them escape to the surface. The Minotaur is already gone, the man says. I saw him teleport out of here with my own eyes. There's nothing else for you to do here. Return to your post. I refuse, Velgus says, baring his teeth at his master. They're responsible for the death of many of my comrades. I'm not going to let them go. I'm not telling you to let them go, the owner says. I'm only asking you to postpone your fight with them until the second round of the arena event. The Minotaur is gone, and you're the only warrior we have who is on par with him combat-wise. I'll pay you handsomely if you join the fight in the arena. You'll also have a chance to avenge your fallen comrades, since these two will be participating in the fights. Wouldn't that be a better alternative for you than to lose your job needlessly because you lacked patience? The troll grumbles, but he does not seem like he wants to continue the argument. They better not get killed by the creatures in the first round, Velgos says, as he points towards us. They'd better not get killed by the creatures in the first round, Velgos says. Why would Velgos say that? Shouldn't the troll say that? As he points towards us, I want to kill them. I say, yeah, that's not Velgos, that's troll. Is that the name of the troll? No, that's the name of the man. No, wait, that's not the name of the man. Yeah, that's the name of the troll. Okay, so we do not know what the name of the man is so far. Where were we? Wouldn't worry too much about that, the owner says. I'd say that they have very good chance of making it to the second round alive, based on what I've seen so far. Now get going. I need to lead our guests back to the cells. Fine, Velgos says. We'll discuss my payment later. With these final words, the troll walks away from us. He disappears into the darkness of the cavern. It is good because we would not have been able to fight him on our own. Going to lead us back to our cells, I asked the owner. Not that I'm complaining, but aren't you the arena's owner? Why would you let us go so easily? I'm not letting you go, the owner says as he knocks on one of the walls and a secret door opens in front of him. I simply think it would be great waste if the stars of the show get killed before the spectacle even starts. Besides, it is well within your rights to come and sabotage the arena before the main event. In fact, I hear that this used to be something of a tradition before the still winter, when the Lesethi were still in charge of this arena. Was even encouraged by the organizers. The secret trapdoor that led you from your cell to here is a proof of that fact. Now you don't just stand there, follow me. The tunnel will lead us where we need to go. They then exchange a look, then we decide to follow the arena's owner into the newly revealed secret tunnel. You know, the owner says as the door closes itself behind us. I feel that I should thank you for the entertainment that you have provided me today. You do, I say? Yes, the owner says. It's not every day that you get to see Luna of the Sacred Woods massacre, Araka of the Still Winter, and General Fyron of the Free Goblins wreak havoc through a monster-filled dungeon. I realized that you weren't the one who brought them here, but I would never have found out about them if I hadn't followed the two of you since you fell into that lake. You been following us from the very beginning, I ask him, shocked. Yes, the owner says. There's an ancient alarm system that has been set up since the age of Lesethi, meant to warn me if anyone triggers a trap from the arena cell. I found you while you were drying up by the fire. I have been following you from afar ever since. But how did you manage to remain undetected, I ask him. We even had Araka with us, who could detect invisible enemies. Your goblin friend is not the only one who knows about the secret tunnels, the owner says. Over the years, I've built many hidden corridors throughout these caverns. I've had them covered with ceridium dust in order to make sure that I cannot be detected while I walk through them. We also had illusionists cast a spell on all the walls to make it so that you can see through them from inside the hidden tunnels but not from the outside. This allowed me to watch the events unfold without giving myself away. So I say, you're just been watching us this entire time instead of stopping us? Why? Because the show has already started. The owner says, I already told you it is an old tradition of these arenas to have intruders attempting to sabotage the event. I was not about to stop this from happening, but it was like the first time that I've seen any participant make it this far since I've inherited this arena from my late father. Only stop the troll from killing you because I'm expecting great things from you during the main event. Why from us, I say. Why not from any of the other gladiators? Because the two of you are the only ones using stat devices, the owner says. Oh, I say, not knowing exactly how to respond to this. Like I said, you're the stars of the show, the owner says. I've even had one of the high-ranking Lesethi tell me that I would lose my job if I didn't confiscate the Lesethi girl's device, but why would I? I've already decided that this is to be the crowning moment of my career. I do not care what happens afterwards. All I want is for one show to be perfect, and you are both going to help me achieve my dream. We make it out of the tunnel, find ourselves in a familiar setting with a wooden cabin in front of us and a lake further beyond. I don't know if you noticed or not, the owner says, but beneath the lake that the two of you fell, there is an old elevator built by the Lesethi hundreds of years ago. That elevator can only be activated with a spider-shaped key that has been passed throughout my family for generations. It's never been used until now. He pulls a spider-shaped statuette made from stone out of his pocket. He hands it to me. The mechanism that requires this key to locate it at the bottom of the lake, the owner says, simply insert the statuette into the tiger-shaped slot, rotate it twice in the clockwise direction. That should get the elevator going, except it to move a little slow, though it has not been used for centuries, I nod to him, I jump into the water. The statuette in my hands, I tell Layla to wait for me by the shore so I can come back for her once I have activated the elevator. Diving into the water, I immediately find the tiger-shaped slot that the owner was talking about. I do as he said, inserting the statuette into the hole, rotating it twice. As I see the elevator start moving, I quickly swim back to the surface, then all the way back to Layla. She jumps into the water, grabs onto me. Wait, what? As I see the elevator start moving, is it moving fast? Shouldn't it have moved slowly? I quickly swim back to the surface, then all the way to Layla. Dumps into the water, grabs onto me as I lead her right above the slowly elevating platform. Okay, so it's elevating slowly, okay. Next, we wait in silence for a few minutes while the platform gets out of the water, lifts us into the air, towards the ceiling. As we get closer to the trapdoor that we initially fell through, the owner shouts his last word to us from the lake shore. Remember that I have very high expectations from you, the owner says. Make sure you do not let me down. Next chapter. That is a very interesting person we just met. I like that.